Okay, just another unscripted video from the Great and Glorious, Seem to Be Famous One Day Nick Dutch back again one more time. Hi, they had Exit going. As I'm sure you know, as a result of watching my videos over all this time, I've had a principal message which has been all about trying to generate skepticism in people when coming across the various different cult-related ideas, but also remaining true to the fact that there are some forms of supernatural experience which do actually exist. The subjects that I cover tend to overlap with self-development and therapeutic kind of work, because I do both therapeutic kind of work and entertainment, as well as, of course, spiritual stuff as well. And so it's all been basically a bit of a mess. And also I've been learning much more about health and wellness related stuff for my own personal benefit, and I also want to try and promote more of that to yourself, and I've done that through the occasional video here and there on cooking and that sort of stuff, which I've just thrown in without all that much thought, because I was thinking to myself, I'm going to do some cooking or preparation of this, that and the other anyway, so what the hell, I'll film it and I'll upload that and maybe that'll do someone some good. So I'm going to carry on more or less in the same vein as I always have done, but I also want to change what I'm talking about just a little bit more, just to help people out. Remember, I want people to be free from the stupidity of New Age cults. I've been working really, really hard to teach people who are involved in all this supernaturalist stuff to be able to think in a new and different way, and to allow them to understand that, yeah, there is a strange experience which can be had. There's a wide variety of them, but we're stuck. We're stuck thinking that we don't know what they mean. But people often use, New Age cults often use a particular spiritual, theological interpretation as a means of explaining the phenomena and trying to get more and more people involved in their cults, often for their own personal benefit. Now, I don't think that I can be as dishonest as all the other New Age cult type people. Okay, I just can't do that. Because let's say I did do really, really well, make it major, massive, and mega in this industry, in this whole world thing. And I did so in a manner which was essentially going against my principles. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. That's why you've had this 5 years worth of me ranting at you, okay? That's why you've had me having a go at people and trying to give people that freedom, that freedom that's actually required to be able to live without taking shit from people. Without being controlled and without being, massively exploited. Alright? That's what I've been all about. But also, I think now we need to think about speculation and how speculation can be used intellectually and intelligently for the purposes of trying to work out what it really does mean. When you have your strange experience, when you have the angel experience, the ghost experience, the telepathic experience, and trying to make sure that we stop at a certain point, so we don't think ourselves under the table, if you get my drift. So you have a strange experience in the dead of the night. There's a feeling of a presence. I have one of my customers calling me and telling me that she had this feeling of a presence in the dead of the night. She opened her eyes and there was she could see someone standing there. Make out their clothes, facial expression, what they look like, everything nice, solid, well, not solid, but 3D, but see-through, and then, hey presto, after a few minutes it kind of vaporized. And she was scared by it. She was really scared by it. Yeah, and I've been scared by stuff as well, and I still get scared by stuff when it happens. But she was really worried about what it was all about. So we need answers, okay? Or at least if we can't have answers, I think that we need to start building up a possible scenario of what the experience can mean. I've been very happy in a state of ambivalence for a long period of time, and ambivalence is great, but it doesn't really get you anywhere. Okay, instead it just I suppose it can sap your motivation if you're in this I don't know, it could mean this, it could mean that, but we don't know, so let's not bother. Alright? I mean, that doesn't help, because humans have always, since the dawn of time, we've always been after answers. Just getting answers. Right? Something satisfactory, something not quite so satisfactory, something that gives us some kind of meaning in the whole course of our life, bit by bit, somehow. Alright? It's got to be a question of answers provided. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's just try and work things out. Let's just try and say, okay, let's just take one of these experiences and try and work out what possible answers we can get from it, as well as maintaining our skepticism and our clarity of thoughts. alright, and tackling the way that language is used and language is misused to try and get people to think in certain ways, because like language is often a tool for social manipulation and people manipulation, mind control, and influencing people, not always positively. Okay, influencing people to like be a puppet for a cult or to just anything. All right, it's just anything. All right, a very subtle change in the use of words can have a profound impact upon the way that something is understood. Alright, and it's good to know, but it's also good to be concerned about when you're reading stuff, okay? Like when I read through the 80-10-10 diet book recently. I mean, I was, you know, I had the frame of mind that I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to look out for the foundational falsehoods in the argument first and foremost, and I'm going to check the references. And of course, one of the references was number 35 or 36 or whatever it was a link to a website. I went to the website and just owned by a hotel. I mean, no sort of like hard science there. Just like, hey, there's a link. Yep. Where's the link to? Well, I don't know, but someone else has bought the domain and they're using it for some other purpose whatsoever. So hey, it obviously was one of the greatest academic sources in the world. Not. Okay. So, leave me a comment down below as to which particular experience you want me to focus in on first. Is it the ghost experiences? Is it the telepathic experiences? Is it what? And then we'll try and look at it to try and generate some answers. Okay, I think that would actually be productive. I think it would be constructive, and I think that that would actually work as a, you know, as a good piece of YouTube video art. So if you're willing, comment section down there. And of course, rate, comment, subscribe, favourite, share, and all the rest of that stuff, which you're going to do anyway because you love me so much. Kind of thing. Speak to you soon.